if I had to pick two Eagle players not named Jalen Hurts to win the Super Bowl MVP, I'm going with Devonta Smith on offense, Haason Reddick on defense. Dallas still stinks. By the way, King Dingbat here, and hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys will do well. Hope you're hanging in there. It is Tuesday. Only Tuesday. Will this week ever get over with? I am ready for the Super Bowl. And in this Super Bowl, things are stacking up great for the Eagles. Haason Reddick may have the game of his life this Sunday. And Devonta Smith, let's face it, he was built for games like this. Now, before we get into all of it, everything, I gotta say, if you're new to the channel and you like the content, make sure you hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe to the most censored, most throttled Eagles content creator in all of the internet. And if you've been subscribed for a while, you know what to do. Double check, double moonwalk check. Make sure you're still subscribed. Now, it's only Tuesday, I know. Super Bowl opening week started last night. And the first thing I gotta say, because I watched the whole thing, the whole media event, it was really weird for me to watch Andy Reid come up as, I know he's been with the Chiefs for 10 years, but it was still weird and surreal to be in a Super Bowl going up against Andy Reid. And it really hit me when, they had the Eagle captains come out, the Chiefs captains come out, Coach Nick Sirianni, Andy Reid, and Andy Reid starts to, shake the hands of Brandon Graham, Jason Kelce. He tugged on Jason Kelce's goatee or his beard, but when he embraced Brandon Graham, it wasn't like a Last of Us moment. It wasn't anything like that. It was like, man, this guy. When I look at Andy Reid, I still sometimes see him as an Eagles head coach. Like, I could close my eyes like yesterday and remember, I like Andy Reid, I do. And I'm going to feel bad having to double moonwalk that ass, but it has to be done. He ain't going to feel bad about doing that to us. So, but it was weird. It was a surreal moment watching Andy Reid. The first Super Bowl I saw in my life was with Andy Reid. So to see him with the Chiefs going up against us, even though he's been there a long time, even though he's won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs, it still felt weird. I don't know if I'm the only one that felt like that, but it felt kind of weird, And I got to tell you, I feel really good about this game for the Eagles. I do. Obviously, the two players that scare me the most are Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce. Those are the two guys that scare me. Mahomes' ability to create plays out of nothing scares the hell out of me. And it's going to be up to this pass rush to get to him. But the one advantage I think that the Chiefs have that I don't know if people have talked about, and I felt it last night watching the press conferences. I'm just going to keep it real. You could tell Andy Reid was very comfortable in the whole situation. He has been to the Super Bowl several times. He's won one already. It wasn't new for him. He knew how to kind of handle it. And he just looked very comfortable. Like, I've been through this again. I've got nothing to lose. Let's just go. I thought, the Eagle players, not the guys that have been there, but some of the young guys, I think it was a big moment for everybody. I do. Even Nick, and I think a lot of what has to do about winning a Super Bowl is which team can control their emotions, can keep their focus on the game and not all the distractions that go on around. There are a lot of distractions when it comes to the Super Bowl, and I think sometimes that the team that keeps that in check better usually comes out on the winning end. But we'll see. The good thing for the Eagles is they got Jalen Hurts. You listen to this kid talk. He's everything that you want. He has all the intangibles. I loved hearing him talk about his belief in God. I loved hearing him talk about family, friends, how all those things are so important to him and how he relies on it. And that, his father really taught him from a young age. I love everything about this kid. And like Jeffrey Lurie said, Jeffrey Lurie said it perfectly. He said, Jalen Hurts is everything we've been looking for. I totally agree. He's going to get his extension. He deserves his extension. I say, give him his extension, okay? Now, if for some reason the Chiefs were to win the Super Bowl, obviously the only guy that I think could win the Super Bowl MVP would be Mahomes, because Mahomes would have to play out of his mind to beat the Eagles. Because the Eagles, let's face it, they're better on both sides of the ball. They're better on both sides of the ball. So, to me, he's going to be Super Bowl MVP if the Chiefs win. Maybe outside shot of Travis Kelce. But as far as the Eagles and the Super Bowl MVP, I think Jalen Hurts probably is most likely. I'm going to throw a few dollars on him. Don't get me wrong. Damn, forgot my pinky ring. Damn, I can't drink. I can't pinky up, but no ring. I forgot it. Forgot it at work. I forget everything at work. Jeez. Pisses me off. Now, I'm going to go back in about an hour. So, anyways, what the hell was I saying? So, I think, I'll probably bet a couple dollars that Jalen Hurts wins at Super Bowl MVP. I think the most likely scenario is if the Eagles win, he probably does. I think Jalen Hurts is going to play the game of his life. I also think Jalen Hurts is going to have to be a lot better in the passing game than he was against the 49ers and he was against the New York Giants. He's going to have to be better, okay? But if I had to say, if you said to me right now, all right, Philly, so pick an MVP, two other MVP candidates that you feel could win MVP if it wasn't to be Jalen Hurts, who would you take? And of course, I want to say A.J. Brown and stuff like that, but I got a feeling offensively, I got a feeling Devontae Smith's going off. I got a feeling Devontae Smith is going to go off. I feel like Devontae Smith's a big game wide receiver. I think that's when he does his most work. You think about the national championship game, what do you have, over 200 yards in the first half? I forget what the exact number was, but he's built for that. And I'm not just saying it, he's saying it himself. Listen to what Devontae Smith said. He said, I'm built for games like this. I've been playing in the biggest games since middle school, high school, college. I've been playing in these games my whole life. I'm built for it. To me, it's just another game. I've been doing this. Pound Super Bowl 57, pound Eagles, never hashtag, always pound. That's how we roll. That's like code for us old guys. Hey, if you say pound, I know you've been around the block. If you say hashtag, I know you ain't seen shit. Let's just face it. Right? No offense. Now, I think Devontae Smith's going to go off. I don't know. And I'm not, Devontae Smith's my favorite player in the league. I'm going to be honest. Devontae Smith's my favorite player in the league. But I just got this gut feeling like this guy's going to have a big game. I'm feeling really, really good about it. And then the other guy I would choose is Haason Reddick. Reddick. Right? I think Reddick is going to go off. Reddick has a chip on his shoulder, and I love it. He feels disrespected. He talked about it yesterday in his media. He doesn't get the respect around the league. Why? I don't know why. Is it because he played with the Cardinals? Maybe. Is it because he got traded? I don't know. I think sometimes the problem is two things. One, you play for the Philadelphia Eagles, so it's always harder to get the respect you deserve because of that. And then two, they blow up guys who aren't as good as Reddick, like Micah Parsons. All right, I'm sorry. Parsons was not as good as Reddick this year. It's just the facts. So, he has a right to feel disrespected. And I feel like that this could be the perfect game for Haason Reddick to go off. I could see a situation where he wins the Super Bowl MVP. If he's as dominating as he was against the 49ers, it's in trouble. If they try to block him with tight ends and receivers and all that crap, they're in trouble. Orlando Brown going up against him, I think, would be trouble. So, with the Chiefs not having a big running game, and this is the thing, and this is what I think is going to be the deciding factor in this game. The Chiefs, at the end of the day, do not have a run game. If you look how the teams have beat the Eagles in this year, right? They have not beaten them by out throwing them or outscoring them or who can score quickest. They have beaten the Eagles by keeping the Eagles' offense off of the field. What they have done is they have run the ball extremely well. They have chewed up clock. You had Washington went into the first half of that game. They had the ball 20 minutes in the first half. Dallas, almost similar. The Saints game was even worse. It was like 22 or 23 minutes in the first half. They kept the Eagles' offense off the field, and that's a big, big thing. How are the Chiefs going to keep the Eagles' offense off the field? They can't run the ball. I do not respect the Chiefs' run game. I know Hilaire is going to get called up. I don't think it's enough. Okay, I think the Eagles going up. Look at the running backs the Eagles have played in recent weeks. Saquon Barkley really didn't do anything. Christian McCaffrey had that one nice run. I give him props on that. But the Eagles have played way better backs. And I think at the end of the day, the Chiefs not being able to run the ball is going to be the big factor. How many times is Mahomes going to drop back to throw? 40 times? 50 times? How many times is he going to have to throw? This is going to give your strength, Haason Reddick, Brandon Graham, Josh Sweat. It's going to give them more opportunities to do what they do. And if Reddick comes in and does what I think he's going to do, I could see him having 3 sacks, 3.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, something like that. And I could see him winning Super Bowl MVP. So I would have to go with him also. I would say DeVonta Smith and Haason Reddick are my 2 choices if it's not going to be Jalen Hurts. I always tend to think it's going to be the quarterbacks first. But if not, those are the 2 guys that I'm thinking it would be. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. It's going to get kind of crazy around here the rest of this week. As we get closer to the game, we're going to get more and more active, more and more busy, maybe some live streams. And, of course, we will be live streaming the game this Sunday. You definitely don't want to miss it. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's how we vision. We're all just living in it. So I'm looking at some of the Super Bowl odds, right? Obviously, Jalen Hurts plus 119, Patrick Mahomes plus 122. They're the best. They have the best odds to win Super Bowl MVP. Then you have DeVonta Smith, who I'm going to bet some money on, plus 2,600. And then you have Haason Reddick, plus 3,200. I absolutely love that. I love that. So I'm definitely going to throw some money on DeVonta Smith and Haason Reddick. With that said, Denzel Washington out.